ladies and gentlemen. Today we are talking about the game Suspects. This is actually a really incredible game. I was very impressed with it, and I want to walk you through a few little pieces and reasons why I enjoyed this game so much. It is a deductive game, as you can probably imagine, and it works really well. I feel like it worked really well for a number of people. Super fun. So let's take a look at this game and the contents. Please do understand that I'm going to tell you and show you a little bit just so you get a feel for the first chapter. I'm going to show you kind of the map of the house and that kind of stuff. You get these things very early on when you're playing the game, and so it shouldn't really be a spoiler alert all that much, but pretty quick and simple rule book right here. The thing that I like the most about this, and like honestly, like just the feel of this is a quality, like thicker paper right here, and just really nice artwork and kind of graphics and stuff on the inside, which made it fun to read through that and go through it. But there's 3 different chapters of this. So there's a handful of things you get on the front, and then in each of these, organized really well, you've got your 3 different chapters right there, and they even have like a little symbol. So everything is just put together really well, and I really appreciated that. So what you have for each one of these is you have the deck of cards, and you have this, which is the solution. So you're just going to set that aside. You can put it back in the box. And then Murder at the Alistar Manor. So you've got this very first card. You're going to go ahead and take that, and then you start with number 1, and it's going to tell you all of these different things, but you're going to start with number 1. So Thomas Smith, you go ahead and read that card. So just for the sake of the game, give you guys a little feel, I'm going to go ahead and just read this. So Thomas Smith, 40 years old, butler. Miss Mary arrived at the Alistar estate just 3 years ago, but I quickly became very fond of her. I called the Fort William police immediately. The body has already been taken by the police to the medical examiner's office at St. Andrew's Hospital in Fort William. Their phone number is in the Great Hall. The entire Alistar family is currently at the manor. They're willing to cooperate with law enforcement. Please take this. It will help you get to know the family better. And so it says, consult the family tree, which is document B, so you get a look at that. So document B right here, this is the family tree, which again just looks really nice, feels really nice. This game, more than any other detective game, made me honestly feel like I was a real detective. It was so much fun just to go through all these things. And the cool piece of this is, as soon as this is flipped, now all these numbers you see out here of different people, like right here we have number 14, Camilla Alistar, right there. You can go and look at that card, and so you're the detective. You get to go and choose who you want to talk to, what information you think is relevant, what's not important, and that kind of stuff. And you get your score based on how quickly you're able to get to the conclusion. So you can go, if you go through all the cards and you still get it correct, then you're still going to win the game. But if you can think you can figure out the solution earlier and then not use all of the cards, you're thinking, Camilla, she's not important to the plot, I'm just going to go ahead and skip her for the whole time. You might not talk to someone, and you might be missing something, but it might also be not important information. So you have to decide what you think is important. So after we've looked at one card, we already have all these different things, all these different people we can go and talk to, or we can question him about Mary Higgins and look at card 36, or we can question him about the Alistar family and do card number 40. So you're just going throughout all of these things and looking at all these things, figuring out all of this in such an awesome way. I just really enjoy it. And then here is this. I'll go ahead and show you this as well. This is the Alistar Manor. Again, it just looks really nice. The graphic design and all that. Really, I'm a big fan. It was put together really well. And so all of these rooms, you get a look in all of these rooms. So you've got the workshop over here. So you can you can say, hey, we're going to go check out the workshop, and you flip card 35. And in some of these rooms, I won't tell you which ones or anything like that, but in some of these rooms, I think all of them actually, there are items that you can look in a drawer, or you can observe this or that or whatever, and that helps you to solve the clue and all that kind of stuff. And then the last thing that I thought was just so much fun when we finally saw it, this is the last kind of main reason that I love this, but here we go, right here. So you can see, hopefully you can see this okay. So these are two different cards, and there's a line that actually matches up on those two cards. I hope you guys can see that okay. But it was so fun because in this one, there's a murder weapon, and there's a card that it has a line, and you try to match up the other card with it, and it tells you if it is or if it isn't the murder weapon. So it's a really cool twist on just figuring out if you're getting closer, if this is important, that kind of thing. And there may be items that I'm trying not to give you too much. There are items in this first one for sure. There are items that you can go and see if they kind of match with people. So that's all I'll say, because I don't want to give you guys too much. I want you to be able to discover it yourself. But it is, honestly, it was a fantastic time. I played this with my wife and sister, so we played as a trio and really, really, really enjoyed it. So I have played a couple of other games like this, and this is by far my favorite one for those reasons that I said. So I hope that gives you guys a nice little touch and a taste of Suspects. I am looking forward to the next one, hopefully, that comes out, because it is a huge blast. So hopefully that gives you guys a nice touch and a taste of this game, what it is, what it does, and why it may or may not be right for you. Thanks.